today's Wednesday. Welcome to Euro Pocket News on the 9th of May, Europe Day. Today's news travels to London and Paris, so let's go. Today's the 9th of May, a day that's highlighted in most of our calendars. A day that marks the day in 1950 when the European Union was conceived. For some it's a celebration, and others a time to contemplate the downsides of the European Union and its faults. Something that in Euroland is referred to as Euroscepticism. Our correspondent in London comes across this concept on a daily basis, so decided to question some young people on the concept.
Do you think membership of the European Union has been beneficial to your country? According to several Eurobarometer surveys carried out in the last few years, less than 3 in 10 Swedish citizens and just over 4 in 10 British citizens believe that membership of the European Union has been beneficial to their country. Here in the UK, Eurosceptics have been especially critical of several aspects of the European Union. They believe that the European Union is lacking in the democratic process, it's overly bureaucratic, and it's also a potential threat to national sovereignty. Other aspects of British society, such as the media and political parties, have been especially critical also of the European Union. In several polls carried out in the last few years, British citizens have been overwhelmingly against the euro, also the adoption of the European Constitution, but at the same time do not want to actually leave the European Union. So let's see what people here in London think about the European Union and whether they think it's beneficial or not.
Bueno, yo pienso que la Unión Europea es algo bastante bueno, ¿no? Para Europa es bastante bueno que se unifique una moneda y que todos los países puedan tener unas mismas, lo que viene a ser mismas leyes, misma moneda y una unión económica, se viene a decir, ¿no? Entonces yo creo que es bastante buena. Después hay excepciones como Inglaterra que no sé, debido a su orgullo, sus ganas de ser diferentes, pues no se quieren integrar cuando realmente forman parte de ella.
I don't really have any major thoughts about it, and it doesn't really concern me much.
In principle, I think it's a very good idea for nations to unite, come together, and to kind of balance poverty and richer countries, so that people get like a better standard of life in the poorer countries. That's the basic reason for me to be an advocate of the European Union.
I don't really know anything major about it, and yeah, I don't have a problem with turning UK pounds to euros.
Okay.
Honestly, but we don't know anything about it really here in the UK, so I can't really form an opinion about it.
Well, although there are definitely problems with the EU, I don't think it's very democratic. I don't think it's very transparent. I do think the core idea is very good. I think, however, at the moment we should really focus on what we have and not on expanding any further and really improving what it is now. And I do think the UK and Britain should get its act together and appreciate what it could offer this country.
Lo que debería pasar es que nuevos países que se van integrando deberían integrarse bajo las leyes que tienen los demás países, porque por ejemplo se está integrando Turquía, que es un país en el que no se trata igual a todas las personas como por ejemplo en España o en Francia o en otros países de la Unión Europea.
I think in principle it's a good thing. Although there are some flaws in the European Union, there seems to be an inherent dynamic to the European Union which basically forces some countries to implement certain policies which they don't really want. So there's a danger there. But on the other hand, it has given Europe peace for so long, and there's a lot of good things coming from Europe. And European countries need to cluster together to have some kind of global power.
And finally, our third human right is we all have the right to live in freedom and safety.
It greeted you at birth. It was there from your first step. every moment. You can feel it. Life. Human right number 3. The right to life. What are human rights? Find out at youthforhumanrights.org.
Well, that's all for today, but I'll see you tomorrow with more Euro Pocket News. Bye-bye.